On today's episode of the Bolt Crude podcast, the Chargers have a bye week. So why should we be watching the NFL this weekend? If the season ended today, what would the playoff picture look like? We'll break it down and the Chargers' chances of making the postseason. And also, who would they play in week one if they made it? Plus, we picked this week's games against the spread. It all starts right here on the Bolt Crew podcast.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the Bolt Crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the Bolt Crew, best up in the business. It's the Bolt Crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbo down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Bolt Crew podcast. Dave Pele, Josh Pele, and Mario Heron talking Charger football and NFL football with you today as we head into the NFL weekend. Again, the Chargers have a bye this weekend. Actually feels good to say that they have a bye. Kind of like it's good for your health. You know, sometimes you have that mental health day. This is a mental health weekend if you're a Charger fan and the way they have given us anxiety over the last few weeks. So here we are. Chargers have a bye. Couldn't come at a better time. Seems like we say that when things always seem to go a little bit bad, but right now they are going at their worst. So we're going to watch other teams and root against the teams that we hate the most as far as an opportunity for the Chargers to actually gain ground and an opportunity where they aren't playing. So a lot going on, you know, as we get ready for the holidays and next week's Thanksgiving and so many things going on towards the end of the NFL season. There's a lot of football to continue watching. Normally, when your favorite team has a bye week, do you guys normally watch? Do you still watch the NFL like you always did, or is it one of those Chargers have a bye week, I have a bye week too?
What? Why would I take the week off? I'm a fan.
What? Dude, I'm with you.
What are we talking about here? Does anybody do that? Is that a thing?
Just make sure you're a man.
That was a trick question.
It was.
Don't try to get
me
on
the
show.
Man card question right
That was a man card question. Yeah. Now I'm watching, dude. I mean, I either watch the Toilet Bowl with the Browns and the Raiders, which I'm totally going to watch because Shadir's starting, or I watch the Colts and the Chiefs, which is one of the best games of the weekend. I'm all in. I mean, even though the Chargers aren't playing, doesn't mean I turn football off for a week. It's not like I don't have 5 fantasy football teams that I'm not proud of, but I share that with everybody. So I got to watch football during the weekend. It's one of the best parts of the week for everyone.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Like, what am I, insane? I got fantasy, I got betting implications, future implications. Like, I'm still watching ball. I'm still sitting there screaming at the TV at one point, texting, you know, my drunk uncle, just telling him to screw off. You know, it's just life.
Dude, I'll be honest here, just for how proud I am of this show. I mean, we talked about a couple things. One is the show, thanks to everyone that's been involved, the show has never done better. So we're very excited that we're headed in the right direction as a show and appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. I'm also very proud of the 3 of us, and I'll put myself right in there, that none of us completely crossed the line of answering that question. Like our normal, I think, everyday speech, we probably would have said something right there that we wouldn't have been proud of. But all 3 of us passed the test, and I'm extremely proud of that.
Yeah,
You're
me too. I mean, I didn't really appreciate that you tried to embarrass me on the show, try to trick me. But seriously, I mean, even though the Chargers aren't playing, I still want to catch up on the Chiefs because I don't get to watch all their games because of the Chargers. And like I said, I definitely want to watch the Raiders and Shadir Sanders. I think that's probably the best story of the whole weekend, right? I mean, Shadir gets so much attention for a guy that's a backup quarterback, could have went first round. We know the whole thing about Shadir. How are you not watching that game? I'm assuming both you guys are definitely going to be watching that game.
I'm super excited for Shadir. I think he got, and I said this to the last show, it was an unfair start to his NFL career, just kind of jumping right in the middle of a game. But him getting a full week of prep as QB1, heading into a matchup, and it gets Las Vegas Raiders. I'm excited to see what he's made of. I'm excited to see if, you know, people were right in letting him fall all the way to the 5th round for him to get drafted, and see how it goes for Cleveland, and see if they, you know, what is this, the 4th quarterback they're going to start this year? 3rd quarterback. See if 3rd time's a charm.
Yeah, okay, here's the deal. It's so funny as you're talking right now. I have 2 TVs on behind my screen, and they're both talking about Shadir. And it's funny how the Browns really are never a topic of conversation about, except how great Myles Garrett is, which is a guy I completely root against every single week. And the reason I root against Myles Garrett is he took the money over winning. As a fan, I just care about the winning. Your bank account's your bank account. I understand that. Okay. You got to do what's best for you. As a football fan, I hated it. I mean, he literally just said, F my entire career, my legacy on a chance to win, because the scoreboard to me is all that matters. And he took the money. I believe he could have got paid somewhere else too, and maybe the money, you could add both, but he didn't. Shador is actually giving the Cleveland Browns, and I'll say it again, the Cleveland Browns national attention. It's because of his last name and who he is. It's the same thing that happened when Dion went to Colorado. Nobody talked about Colorado football. Dion as a head coach hasn't been great. I mean, they're better than what they were, but come on, what was Shador? One game over 500 as a starting quarterback in college? You know, the talk was that Shador, who was family, good friends with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady had given him advice, this and that the Raiders were going to take him. And if the Raiders couldn't get him, he was going to go somewhere else. Don't forget, the Browns had the second overall pick in the draft this year. And Shador and Dion made it clear the Browns were a team they definitely did not want him going to. Then it came down to beggars couldn't be choosers, and please, somebody take me. Goes to the Browns. He's been a distraction. He's been a distraction as a third-string quarterback. He goes in, did not play well the other day. Some people want to go with, well, he didn't get first-team reps. Usually don't get first-team reps once the season starts, but at the same time, he had the playbook. He didn't play well. This is a perfect matchup for him to do extremely well, going against a Raider team that, in all honesty, by the eyeball test, is the worst team I've ever seen in the NFL, ever. I mean, they are terrible. Yeah, they knocked off the Titans. Congratulations. They knocked off the Patriots team in week 1. That wasn't the same Patriots team. They played the Patriots this Sunday. The Patriots are winning by 30. I'm sorry. The Raiders are terrible. You have players who have quit. I do not know how Vegas has the Raiders favored by 3 in this game, but Shador will probably get a win, and good for him. I just not a fan of, hey, I finally got my opportunity, coming from the sideline to the field and doing the, hey, waving at the crowd like, hey, let's hear it. I'm coming in the game, everybody. That's insane to me. I'm not rooting for him. I'll be honest with you. I'm not rooting for Shador Sanders to do well.
I really don't care how he does because he's not in the division. I'm not a huge fan of his, but I also don't hate him. I'm kind of just impartial. When it comes to the Raiders and Browns game, are you rooting for the Raiders? I think I am. The reason I'm rooting for the Raiders is because they're not going to make the playoffs, and the more they lose, the better pick they have. So if the Raiders win this game, they're no threat to the Chargers still. They're no threat to make the playoffs, but they might get a pick outside the top 5. I don't know if they get 2 or 3 more wins the rest of the year. That could happen, Mario.
It's a game I'm so willing and probably going to bet the under on, and that's why I'm excited to make a little extra money on the side, because this is not going to be very high scoring. It's not going to go anywhere. As bad as the Browns are, the defense is still very strong. As bad as the Raiders are, Max Crosby in your face as a rookie QB is still pretty frightening, and you're probably still going to have some bad plays, and there's not a lot of weapons around Sanders to kind of get going. So excited to make money on the under, and I might be in the crowd that is not the most popular, but I'm cheering for Shador. I really want him to kind of say a good FU to everyone and play really well and give the double bird to the crowd. I'm excited to see if he actually is solid, how big of a trash talker he would be, and just how much he would just embellish it. And so come on, let's make it fun. In Cleveland, you suffered enough. You have to live there. You had the LeBron thing, the decision. You've had Deshaun Watson. Baker's been good. How much does this city really need to suffer, Dave?
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
Johnny Manziel. Kyle Shanahan was there.
And to watch Baker Mayfield go and become an NFL darling, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people love Baker Mayfield.
Love him. Remember when he was doing the State Farm commercials and we were like, okay, maybe you kind of overshot a little bit. You shouldn't have done that.
I think it was progressive. I'm glad they're glad it resonated with you. Yes.
Well, I'm a State Farm guy, so shout out to
him. Yeah, again, I don't know if there's an NFL city, by the way, that has been jinxed more than Cleveland. And Josh will go, BS, San Diego. It's I'm telling you, when you look at Cleveland and how long it has taken for them to get a consistent winner. I mean, the Cavs finally won one, but dude, the Guardians / Indians, whatever, haven't won in 80 years, and you look at the Browns, who were great until it mattered when they actually started playing Super Bowls. And then the Browns are just a disaster. They had a stadium back in the day, Municipal Stadium, because I used to, hate to say it, I used to go there as a kid. I told you, first game I ever went to was the Browns-Bengals. It was my first NFL game. It was called the Mistake by the Lake, right next to Lake Erie. And then the Browns leave for Baltimore. They become the Ravens. They get a new team. Browns are back. They get to keep their records and everything else. Well, that's fantastic. You still have no logo on the side of your helmet. The helmet's orange. Your team name is the Browns. Everything's ridiculous. And they built a stadium in the exact same place where they had the other one. So you had a mistake by the lake. You built another one mistake by the lake. Like, what the hell? It's freezing over there. It's a goddamn disaster. It's always been a mess in Cleveland. Everything that Cleveland's done's always been a mess. It's ridiculous. One of my favorite things ever is back in the day, before you guys were even born. This is in the 80s, and it's Sam Weiss is the head coach of the Bengals, and they're playing the Seattle Seahawks, and there are people throwing garbage and stuff on the field during the game. Have you guys seen this clip? And Sam Weiss goes over and he grabs the microphone. I don't even know how they got a microphone, a PA system on the field during a game, and he goes out of nowhere. You live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati. You don't live in Cleveland. Stop throwing trash. And people stopped throwing trash. It was like Cleveland wasn't even playing that day, but they just take a random stray.
That's like the Joakim Noah in his press conference. Do you guys remember that when he's like, who wants to live in Cleveland?
Yeah.
No one's going to vacation there. Just like Abs takes a dump on it, then they get swept.
Dude, okay, completely off track and just take 10 seconds. I go see a Cleveland Chicago Bulls game in Cleveland, Richfield Coliseum, before they play now. And this is in the 80s. And I take a bus, Mario, from Nashville, Tennessee to Cleveland. I don't know why my parents didn't pay the $50 to let me fly the 45 minutes to Cleveland, but for some reason I'm taking a 15-hour bus ride to see, guess who? Michael Jordan. All right, second year in the league. Michael Jordan breaks his foot, not even playing in the goddamn game. I see George Gervin, who they signed to a contract. The Iceman was past his prime. And literally there are birds flying around in the arena while the game's going on. Like players are on the bench getting crapped on by birds indoors in December. How does this happen? Cleveland's a dump. Always has been a dump. Sorry.
Yep. No, the people on the show wanted to hear about the city of Cleveland today. You have anything else you want to share?
Dude,
I got nothing.
I got news for you. This show is going to be all over the place. Chargers aren't playing today. Mario has major breaking news that we can. Josh and I have no idea what he's going to say. I had a run-in with someone today that's going to be part of my rant. It shows all over the place.
Lock in. I took my Adderall today too. Damn it.
Perfect.
I have a couple Charger-related questions for you guys, if you guys don't mind. Who are you rooting for against, like the most? It's going to be the Chiefs, obviously, this week. Is there anybody else within the AFC that you're going to be watching their games? You're looking to see what they're doing. Obviously, there's other teams competing with the Chargers for the playoffs. Are you watching all the other games?
Big game for me I'm watching is the Cardinals versus Jaguars. We want the Jaguars to stay right below us, not be tied with us because they have that tiebreaker. Cardinals need to pull off the upset against Jacksonville. So that's a game I'll have my eye on and probably a team I'll be watching the rest of the way because I'm scared of that tiebreaker. You mentioned I want the Colts to beat the Chiefs. Daniel Jones is on the injury report today for Indianapolis. He probably will still play, but just something to monitor. The other game data that I will have on a screen is we need the Pats to drop one to the Bengals. That would be nice.
Okay.
I'd rather face
interesting about
wise. Yeah, go ahead.
Because Cincinnati's been so quiet that it sounds like Joe Burrow's starting quarterback in this game, but they won't announce it. You know, the betting line is really weird in that game. We'll get into it when we pick our games as well. But the fact that they're quiet, all you know is Joe Flacco's injured. All the talk that Joe Flacco's not going to play, but they don't seem concerned Joe Flacco's not going to play. It sounds like Joe Burrow is going to be the starting quarterback, and we're going to go hush-hush.
With no Jamar Chase, though.
Yeah.
He's not playing. Yeah, I mean, Patriots are a team to me that is super interesting. None of us expected them to be this good. I like what you said, Mario, about the Jags. I'm all in on the Chiefs-Colts game. Like, I don't get to watch the Chiefs enough, honestly. Like, I miss a lot of their games because of the Chargers. To me, they're on the same path as they were last year. The difference is they won all of their close games. This year, they're losing all of their close games. Last year, when you watched the Chiefs, you wouldn't say this is a dominant team at all. When you watch the Chiefs this year, you definitely wouldn't say they're a dominant team. Nothing makes me happier that the Chiefs are not a dominant team, Mario. The thing that frustrates me the most is the Chargers are letting it slip by. The same season, the Chiefs are not a dominant team. The tackles getting injured are keeping me up at night. Okay, I've been getting into arguments with people on YouTube and Twitter, and I'm too old to be doing this, but people keep arguing with me. If we had our tackles, we'd be winning. Maybe, probably, but we don't. It just bothers me that this is happening in the same season the Chiefs are not winning.
I felt like it was something we talked about every offseason. Like, at some point, the regression was going to come. At some point, the dynasty was going to have some cracks in it. And like you said, it's finally this year. The close games, they're not winning. They look tired. They're not playing that level of physicality. Kelsey's not who he used to be. And kind of like the next generation of weapons, if you will, they're just not really that ready yet. I think they're all going to be really good football players, but they're just not at the level they need to be. And it feels like right now, Dave, the team that's taking advantage of this is the Denver Broncos, not the Los Angeles Chargers. And yes, you can say the tackles are a problem. You can say, yeah, if we were fully healthy, we would be sitting on the top of the AFC West, yada, yada, yada. The only thing that I point back to that, though, is you still lost the teams that you are better than with those guys out. You still lost to the New York Giants when there's no reason that you should have. You still got your asses kicked by the Jacksonville Jaguars when you shouldn't have. So even if you have guys playing out there, even if you have guys out, you still played down to level of competition when you shouldn't have, and you're still clearly not a team that has a championship mentality.
Yeah, I mean, you got killed by the Commanders, who shut you out for 3 quarters at home when they only had one weapon. I mean, they had nothing. They had nothing going for that game, and it was terrible. I mean, here's the deal with Charger football for anyone who's now, new to Charger football, meaning, let's say, since they moved to Los Angeles. Let's say you became a Charger fan when they became the Los Angeles Chargers in 2017. You can't ever look at the Chargers and go, if we were healthy. I mean, the Chargers get killed by injuries all the time. I mean, I understand every NFL team misses a guy here and there. We miss key players all the time. This is normal. If you think this is strange that 2025, remember the year when those guys got hurt, this happens to this franchise all the time. I'm sorry. You can't ever judge this team on paper. You just got to look at it and go, well, is your quarterback standing upright? Because that's your best chance. Otherwise, the excuses don't work. I'm sorry. You lose both tackles. Unbelievable, especially after Slater finally signs his deal. I mean, how many shows do we do where the comments in the chat were, man, is Slater going to sign his deal? I'm really concerned. Well, God dang, he signs his deal, and then not even a week later, he's gone for the year. And it's the kind of injury where people are saying he might not even come back close to 100%. It might go down as one of the worst contracts in Charger history, unfortunately. Joe Alt and who else can we rely on is kind of what you're looking at for the future. And I love the people that listen to the show and pay attention because you guys show me you're real fans. I see your mock drafts. I'm watching every one of them when you guys are sending me your mock drafts, and everyone is offensive line. It's exactly what Josh said. This guard, this tackle, this center of what you would take every single round. Dude, they got to spend money through free agency. That's the quickest way to start fixing it and actually continue with the strong draft. You can't go through a whole draft not taking a defensive player somewhere. What are you doing? A couple different things said when Josh brought up the fact that I'm rooting for the Raiders because it gets them further away from the number 1 pick. The Raiders are looking for that franchise quarterback, right? The Titans right now would have the number 1 pick. They aren't taking a quarterback. You don't want the Raiders ever to get that so-called franchise quarterback. So if they can fall away from it, perfect. By the way, something I said talking about the division the other day, you guys ripped my head off on it. All right, was Andy Reid. Would you trade Andy Reid if you were the Chiefs? Okay, well, hold on in one damn second. All right, I know the Adderall's kicking in, and maybe it takes a little bit more time, but we're 18 minutes in the show, and I'm going to base it that it takes 20 minutes for it to kick in, Mario. The talk is, listen to this. There's a rumor out there, Patrick Mahomes traded. Not one I started, but one I'm reading about. You guys saw it.
Tell me who
read
it was
it.
A parody account. It was a parody account. You fall for parody accounts. Prove it. Tell me who tweeted it.
I don't care if it's a parody account or not. It was right up my alley, and it strengthens my argument. That's why I brought it up.
What media outlet?
NewYorkJets.com. I have no idea. All I know
it
is
was
a
parody account.
Who gives a rat's ass? Patrick Mahomes to the Jets.
It's not real.
Why? Why would he do that?
Why would he want to stay for a rebuilding process and you could get the moon back? I'm just saying. Just saying.
So you're going to go to the organization that continually fails quarterbacks that has never been successful with the unproven head coach?
Dude, I want Patrick Mahomes to have a horrible rest of his NFL career. I'll say it. It might not be popular to say to root against the guy. I'm rooting against Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying, as long as we can go back to the Chiefs being the Chiefs they've always been, not the Chiefs that we've seen the last 10 years, let's put the Chiefs back where they belong. Let's make the Chiefs bad again. That's where I stand. I'm getting a hat.
Hey, was this the page, the tweet right here? Are we looking at it together?
No, it's actually a different one. It was a different picture.
You're such a liar. This is it right here.
I swear to God, it was a different picture. It was a different picture.
Oh, my God. Okay, whatever.
What page was that? What page was that?
That was a parody page.
That's fine.
Fakefacts.com. I don't know. Here we go. Look, this is the NFLPA grades, the report card for each team heading into this season. I think we discussed this briefly before. The Chargers ranked as the 5th best in the NFL. Something I would like to point out here is treatment of family is C, which I still think's crazy. Like, I don't understand why they're a C. I think there's some talk about Jim Harbaugh not letting players bring their kids around the locker room or something like that. I don't know. Weight room an A+. People always want to talk about how Ben Herbert should be fired. The players, the ones that vote on this report, the players love Ben Herbert. The travel's a C+, food is an A-. Don't care about that. Owner's an A. So the players like Dean Spanos and what he's doing for the team with the new facility, bringing in Jim Harbaugh, I'm sure. And then Jim Harbaugh himself is ranked as a B+. Is there anything here that jumps out to you?
Yeah, all the teams above the Chargers stink. I mean, we're okay. Go. Let's see,
dude. I don't know, Dave. I saw an article that Patrick Mahomes' list of teams are the Dolphins, Vikings, Falcons, and Raiders. And I don't know who came out with it, but I'm pretty sure it's a trusted source. Okay, and they might trade for Andy Reid too. So it might be like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes for 18 first-round picks and about 4 second-round picks. Can you confirm?
Fine. Scroll down. I want to see
who's last.
I want to see
who's last. Let's take a guess. Who do you think's ranked number 32?
Chiefs.
What do you think, Mario?
It's, probably Jets.
Jets, okay.
Cardinals. Damn it.
Okay. Chiefs are not. Chiefs are low though. 26. Jets.
Yeah, Chiefs were always last for years on this thing, and the Chiefs were always playing for a Super Bowl. I mean, dude, look at the Rams. Rams are playing great football right now.
Yeah, you got some of the best teams towards the bottom, right? You got Rams, Eagles, Bills. Buffalo got an F- in
New England
travel.
Second to the bottom, dude. They're playing great football.
Eagles got F in travel. That's always funny to me.
Yeah. Seahawks should be F in travel, right? You have to go further than everybody usually. Chargers have an F in travel this year. They have to travel more than anyone. But I don't know. The Chargers are going into the bye week. A lot of people on Twitter are losing their minds about what they feel about the team. I asked the question on Twitter today, what grade would you give the Chargers heading into the bye week? Which grade would you give the Chargers heading into the bye week? 7-4 going into week 12. What grade would you give the Chargers, Dave?
C+.
Why?
Not an A or B. Look, because the record shows is what gives them what it is. The thing is, the losses are ridiculous. I'm sorry, with a veteran coach and a veteran quarterback, you shouldn't have those losses. There's no way you play down at home against the Commanders, and no way you go and play a Giants team that was pitiful. I think at the time the Giants hadn't won a game. Actually, I'm pretty sure they haven't. We were 3-0 at the time. You go and you play against a quarterback who had never played in the NFL, and he beats you. It's completely embarrassing. The Commanders game is right up there, is just insane, especially when you see how bad the Commanders actually are. And again, Samuel was the only healthy guy they had. Jaden Daniels just came back from injury, wasn't even fully healthy, and you got you got your ass kicked. And you try not to swear. I mean, God dang it, is they got shut out for over 3 quarters in that game. Completely embarrassing. The Jacksonville game, though, put the cherry on top, is the worst possible game of the season. To lose by 29 to Jacksonville, who was in a slump, I don't even know what to say.
What about you, Mario? What grade would you give the Chargers?
So I would still give them a B. A large part of this grade is because they are still undefeated in the AFC West. The way they start out this year, I mean, you can't deny it. That was a huge part of the reason why people still believe in this team. It's because you did take out the Broncos, Raiders, and the Chiefs, and you kind of set yourself up to be pretty successful the whole season, or in a good spot for the back half of the schedule. Where the grade takes a dip is obviously what you mentioned, Dave, is the losses. The losses to the Giants, Commanders, Jags, and Colts. Colts, you say that makes sense. You know, they're currently the best team in the AFC, but the rest of these teams, you're better than. And you look at some of the wins too. 2-point win over the Dolphins. Okay, 7-point win over the Titans. All right, but then you have dominant wins again, the Vikings and the Steelers. Like, the Chargers are kind of a confusing team, and I think B is the most accurate because of the injuries that has happened, and they've been able to still put some W's and be in a spot where you can still win the AFC West, but falling and failing over and over again in some categories does not give you an A. So I am B, and B's get degrees, baby.
I'm going to B-. I'm going to B- for all the reasons Mario said. The fact that we're still in the playoff hunt without our 2 all-pro tackles is amazing. I mean, the losses make me want to pull the hair out of my head. Dolphins game could have been a loss, but they won. So I'm going to go B- so far with the Chargers. 11 games down, 7 wins, 4 losses, Dave. Who is your MVP so far for the Chargers? And you cannot say Justin Herbert.
God dang it. Well, there you go. Who's my MVP?
Take your time, sweetheart.
Oh, I can't think of anybody. Right now, I'm so disgusted with this team. I can't even tell you. I mean, it's easy to say Derwin James. I don't know. I mean, Derwin James wasn't on this team. Would the record be that much different? Maybe we'd have one more loss. Man, that is a tough question. I don't have one because every guy on that team I feel has let me down. You know?
What about you, Mario?
Okay, it's funny to me because when you say that, if you are listening and you're with like a boyfriend or girlfriend and they're a Chargers fan and you're not, what Dave just said, you're probably like, damn, is this team 2-11? Like, you know what I mean? And like, oh, they're actually 7-4. But I do get your sentiment.
Yeah, I feel like you're only as good as your last game. And right now I have a terrible taste in my mouth. I'm seeing people say, look, right here it says Mac on the side. Dude, Mac missed time. So Mac's not my MVP. Best ability is availability. I say it all the time. It's hard to give it to a kicker. I mean, how sad is that to say it's Cameron Dicker as your MVP? There are a lot of kickers that can make kicks around the world, not play for the University of Alabama, but there are a lot of guys in the NFL. And man, I don't even know what to say, man, on the MVP. That is really, I think, the toughest question you could have asked me. Who is my MVP outside of Herbert?
Yeah, I mean,
I'd say Henley is up there.
Dude, he's disappeared the last few weeks,
Yeah.
and I don't want to get into that because his brother died, but dude, he's disappeared. And I got news for you. I think it's only going to get worse just because of the way the mind works when you go through a loss like that. You start to feel it more. I don't know. And I don't feel bad. I mean, I feel bad saying that, but I'm telling you, as someone who has lost someone close to them, it doesn't even start kicking in your brain as far as reality for weeks. And then it's hard to focus on anything you're trying to do.
Josh, what about Thule?
That was literally going to be my pick. He's one of the top sack guys in the NFL, 8 sacks, number 7 in the NFL. I think I'm in the minority on this one when it comes to sacks. I do not think it's as important as other people think it is. I mean, you look at Myles Garrett. He has 15 sacks. That team sucks. I know his defense is good. They don't win games. Thule leads the team in sacks. A lot of the times Thule has a good game and the Chargers don't win. To me, there's just so many missing pieces on the defense. Like, Henley's going with so many things personally that I really do not want to put the blame on him, but he has disappeared a few games the last few weeks. If I could pick any player on the defense to just have a monster game, I would pick Henley because he's in the middle of that defense. If we had somebody in the middle of the defensive line that was dominant, I would probably take that person too. We just do not have that person on this roster. So my MVP is probably still going to be Thule because he's doing so well. But even he has disappeared in a few games. So it's really a tough question. I can't give MVP to a kicker. If the season was to end today, the Chargers, I believe, would have 4 guys that make all-pro teams. I think it would be Derwin James, Thule, Dicker, and Justin Herbert.
Dude, if it was 3 weeks ago, I would have said Ronnie Gadsden. But dude, he had a game a couple weeks ago. He looked like he had a palsy. Like he looked ridiculous. He looked insane.
But I also think that's just him being a rookie. Like when you're a rookie and you go through some ups and downs.
Looked like he was in Space Jam 2. I don't even know what to say. What the hell happened?
But yeah, you're like, just as a rookie, you have moments where you're like, all right, well, I don't really know what that was, but it's a growing pain, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know. I see some people say, who are your Pro Bowlers? I don't care. I'm old. I'll just say that. I just don't care about any individual things except winning games. That's all I care about, winning games. I don't care about Pro Bowlers are a joke. The backup quarterback for the Ravens made the Pro Bowl a few years ago. No one even remembers who that was. Well, who was it?
Scoot Huntley.
Yeah, how's he doing?
Played this year. Started one game.
Great. How could that be? He was a Pro Bowler.
What is your expectation for Marion? Yeah, that's a joke too. What's your expectation for Marion Hampton when he comes back against the Raiders? How many touches do you think he gets? Do you think he's back to his normal self? They try to ramp him up. What are you guys expecting? Mario, go first.
I would expect around 10 touches. I think that's pretty fair for Hampton coming back. I do think it's possible that it's a slow ramp up. But you're facing a defense that you can kind of expose on the ground if you want. And look, he's coming to a situation where the Chargers don't have time for bringing you back in slowly. Like, that ship has sailed. So I think hard part, Dave, for me is that when he is back, it's gonna hard not to say, "Hey, can we just kind of get on the ground and go sprint 110% and just kind of go?" Because our schedule that we have coming up is really brutal, and we need arguably one of our best offensive weapons to perform at a very high level.
Dude, here's the deal. We said it the first time they played the Raiders, right? He wants to prove he was the best running back in the draft. These guys are going to be compared to each other all the time. Genty looked terrible on Monday Night Football. It was an embarrassing performance.
You know, he
for
grew
him,
up in
for the
or went
Raiders.
to high school in Texas. Like, you would have thought he would have a great game against the Cowboys, or at least look like he's trying, right? It
Dude,
was crazy to me.
what's the deal with this guy's background? Why is he all over the goddamn place? Wasn't like in
do you mean?
Canada for a little bit? Like what the hell happened to
No, he
Genty?
grew up in Italy. He grew up in Italy. for
Italy.
the
I mean, good guy.
military.
Yeah. What happened? It was all
Shout out the
military.
Italians.
Military, yeah. He didn't choose to grow up in Italy.
Good God, dude. Guys all over the place. Either way, it was embarrassing. He was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Everything he did was bad. I had a buddy of mine who's a huge Raider fan defending him. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It looked like the worst first-round pick of all time. Jamarcus Russell's like, hey, let's take my name out of the conversation. It was bad. I want to see Hampton do something. Look, I don't know what his health is and how good he feels. Man, we miss him. I'd like to see him come back and be ready to go. Like, you mentioned 10 chances, 10 touches. I hope he's better than 10 touches. We need something. We need something to spark this offense. We need something to spark everything. This is a must-win. This Raider game is a must-win. You lose this game to the Raiders with the rest of the schedule that's remaining, you're going to go from your chances of making the postseason, which I think is at like 80%. It's going to drop dramatically with the loss against the Raiders. You got to beat the hell out of the Raiders when you come back.
Currently 63%
to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not even going to entertain losing to the Raiders. I can't even think about that, because if that does happen, the season's over. You guys ready to pick games, or anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, we can pick games. I can give you, by the way, I'm gonna give you the playoff predictions, by the way, on where the Chargers are at. Like if the season ended right now.
Oh.
Okay. I'll just give you the AFC. Right now, the Patriots at 9-2, they would be the team with the bye. Broncos would be the 2 seed facing Jacksonville as a 7th seed. Colts would be the 3 seed at 8-2. Again, this will change this weekend even. Colts would be the 3 seed taking on the Chargers. Oh, that's weird. It's a 10 a.m. game start. That's fantastic. And Steelers would be the 4 seed taking on the Bills. They'd be hosting the Bills would be it. So that would be what it would look like right now. Again, it will change on Tuesday, even after just this games. But if it started today, that's exactly where you'd be. Amazing where the Patriots are. Mike Vrabel, Coach of the Year. Congratulations. Sucks all the way around.
I'm not sure he's Coach of the Year. I think it's still
I'm
Shane
not
Steichen.
sure either.
Do you really not think it's the Patriots, Mike Vrabel?
Daniel Jones, dude? Or Drake May? Who would you rather have?
I'd rather have Drake May, but when I look at the rest of the team, I like that Colts roster a lot better than I like that Patriots roster.
So right now, Vrabel's plus 100, Steichen's plus 175. I think you should go to Steichen.
We'll
Okay.
see. I
I'm
mean,
being honest.
Jonathan Taylor is a beast, right? I mean, it doesn't take a genius to hand the ball off to him, but we'll see what happens. We got comments and we have games to pick. Which one do you guys want to do first?
Let's go
Up to you
comments
guys.
first. So if they have comments later on, we'll get the comments also after we pick the games.
I like it. Cam Teague, 999 says, call me. I think he meant to put call me crazy. So it says, call me, but I trust this version of the Chargers more versus the Eagles and Chiefs than I do versus the Raiders. This team plays horrible versus bad teams and good versus good teams outside of the Colts. I kind of
actually
agree with him. Yeah, it's true though, right?
Maybe
No,
Chargers
it
Play
is.
down. Chargers
Maybe
play
he
down
actually
and up
really
to the
does want
competition.
us to call him. Like he said, call me.
Call me crazy is what he meant to put.
You
But
sure?
Yeah.
you want to call Cam Teague? You can call Cam Teague. I don't know his number.
That's why. By the way, Cam, that's why I write text. I leave out like a really important word. I do it all the time.
I do that too. It's the most annoying thing. Chargers can absolutely beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. That team's not that good.
Okay, a win against the Raiders gives us a winning record inside the division. Guarantees a winning record inside the division. If someone told you ahead of time we're going to be 4-2 inside the division, would you say I'll take that?
Oh yeah.
You would have.
Yeah, because that means you. What would happen? I expect you'd split with the Broncos. You'd split with the Chiefs.
Yep.
Cam Teague again says 999. Mario, you mentioned Jeff last pod. Yes, he's my first cousin, so I do have Indy blood in me. I'm gonna sell my soul for a Super Bowl, and you keep picking against us. Tag team this S.
Cam, it's not the only thing I'll tag team with you, brother. You just let me know.
All right.
Your cousin, and also cousins with Jeff.
There it is.
That's like a whole indie, like people don't know. Like they're Indiana basketball royalty. Jeff, Marcus, I can't remember the other brother's name. He played at Ball State, I think. But they're unreal. I think Jeff's actually he has a great podcast if you want to check out for NBA stuff. After you check out the Believe in Bulls podcast, Mario Heron. He has a great pod and he coaches at Pike High School. Fun fact.
Jeff Teague, the basketball player?
Yeah. He was a part of
Teague. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jeff T was part of the greatest high school basketball team ever assembled. LeBron James High School turned them away. They wouldn't play him.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Better than Dunbar out of Baltimore?
Welcome back to No One Gives a Shit, Dave. On the next question.
Oh my God. Is that what we're doing? We're swearing? It's the holiday season. We're swearing at each other. That's fine. And there it is.
Matthew Dull 499 says, Mario, your piss bottle story was so funny. I'm a truck driver and I always have a bottle just in case of an emergency. I live in Vegas, drive to Cali 4 days a week. Damn, dude.
4 days a week doing that drive.
That's insane.
Insane.
Yeah, I got a million.
I bet it's a really
truck
pretty
driver
drive.
Questions. Believe it or not, I got a bunch of questions. Like, you ever think in your mind, could you do it? You ever think, could you be a truck driver?
I couldn't do it. My back hurts too much sitting down.
I think I'd gain a lot of weight being a truck driver.
Yeah. I'd
Like,
get
I'd
fat.
be eating terrible things. Like, I eat terrible things already, but I think I'd be eating really terrible things.
Yeah, you'd be eating like pork rinds and stuff. Just get them all over your
Pork
stomach.
rinds and licorice. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like kind of a fun job, though.
Dude, it does. And I don't like people. So I think it'd be pretty good. I like listening to shows. I like listening to podcasts and stuff. I think it'd be a good job for that.
Yeah, just jam out.
Mike G, $5 says, early dream free agent signings, Tyler Linderbaum, the Ravens center, and Devin Lloyd, Jags linebacker, both rated top 5 PFF. I'm with Mike G. I would love to have both of those guys. Tyler Linderbaum's a Ravens guy, so you always know that's in the cards, possibly. And then Devin Lloyd's a San Diego kid, so he probably would love to come back to Southern California.
Dude, I would if I was Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd lives down, or his family used to live down the street from where I'm at right now. Devin Lloyd, did I say this on the last show that didn't even play defense basically in high school? Just was a tight end. Crazy how good he ended up being.
Damn.
AV Grounds 199, no comment, just some cash. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's pick some games.
All right. Let's pick some games. You guys have any idea who had the best week? Do you guys check my work? Mario, you asshole.
No.
That's where we're at right
Hey,
now.
watch it, buddy.
All right, here we go. Last week, I was 7-8. Mario, you too were 7-8. I'm bragging about that. Josh, I don't know what happened. He fell to 6-9. Okay. On the season, I'm 85-79. Josh is 72-92. Mario, you're 66-98. So you're going to hit the 100 loss mark this week for sure. All right, here we go. We're going to start.
Dude, that's so funny, Dave. Oh my God.
Thursday night football. Thursday night football. All right. We're going Bills, favored by 5.5, taking on the Texans in Houston.
What's the spread?
5.5 Bills.
And the game's in Houston. I'm gonna go Bills. They look really good lately.
I'm taking Bills also. Mario?
Bills.
Okay. Next up, you have the Chiefs, favored by 3.5. Take hosting the Colts.
Colts.
So there's a lot of things in this game that kind of like really worry me. One is the Colts secondary. I think Mahomes can kind of pick them apart. And if that happens, I don't know. I'll take the Chiefs.
All right, I'm gonna take the Colts in this one.
Off a bye week, Mario?
Wait, do you
I don't even know
have
why
you
I'm
have
gonna
3.5, right, Dave?
3.5 Chiefs.
Go with your gut.
Fine,
Go with
Colts,
your gut.
Colts,
Stick
Colts,
with it.
Colts.
No,
Colts.
damn it.
Yeah, why did you talk him out of it, Josh?
I'm just trying to, because he's my friend, unlike you. You hate
You're
him.
afraid to, I wanted to see
Yeah.
the Teague brothers beat the crap out of them. Is what I wanted to see.
Okay, sorry.
All right,
I'm
here
tired
you go.
of these.
Bears favored by 2.5. Bears are at home taking on the Steelers.
Steelers.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers is going to be a problem. Part 10,000 in Soldier Field.
Broken wrist.
It doesn't matter. Bears can't provide any pressure on a quarterback, and people are like so riding high in Chicago, going, "Oh, we're ready for Rodgers." I'm like, we are. We can't pressure him. We couldn't touch JJ. We're not going to touch Aaron, and Aaron's going to sit back there eat deep dish pizza and just sling it and ding it all freaking day long against Chicago. It's Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is going to ruin Chicago Sunday for the 1,000th time in a row. And every group chat man's going to be blowing up saying, I hate this guy more than anyone on the planet.
I'm with you guys. I'm going Steelers as well. Patriots favored by 6, taking on the Bengals. Josh mentioned Jamar Chase not playing in this game. Chance Joe Burrow is playing in this game. The game is in Cincinnati.
Dude, I think Patriots put up 40 points on that Bengals defense. I got Patriots.
Mario, what do you have?
Yeah, I'm taking May stats too in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take Pats.
Okay, I'm going with you. So far, all of us have done that. We've never gone this far agreeing. Ravens favored by 13.5 at home, taking on the Jets.
Ravens, right? This is Tyrod Taylor game?
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, going Baltimore.
Mario, what do you have in this one? Kind of up in there.
I kind of want to take the Jets.
Do it.
Jets. Jets.
You know what? Dude, I'm going to go Jets also. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go crazy Tyrod Taylor. I'm going Jets.
It's a big spread.
Yep. Here we go. Seahawks favored by 13.5. They're on the road against the Titans. Seahawks bad loss last week against the Rams. I'm going to go Seattle on the road.
I'm going to go Titans to cover.
Okay.
Ooh, easy Seattle. I think Cam Ward's going to be praying to God at halftime. Go and save me from this defense.
The Packers favored by 6. 6 is a lot. 6 at home against the Vikings.
Vikings to cover. Josh Jacobs isn't playing, I think.
Okay, I'm going Vikes as well. Mario?
Vikes.
Okay. Next up, Lions favored by 10. They are hosting the Giants. I'll take the Lions.
I will take the Lions as well.
Yeah, give me Detroit. Give me some shady.
Okay. Jaguars favored by 3 going to Arizona.
I just saw them beat the hell out of some team last week. I'll go Jags.
Okay. A sign that things are going well for us. So, like, shout out to all of our hard work. We somehow found Jacksonville Jaguar fans.
Yeah.
And I had no idea they were ready to fight that hard on Twitter. They were ready to go.
Super upset.
Yeah.
Do they hate me?
They hate you.
Yeah. Because, dude, we could talk about this for a second. I had so many Jags fans like cussing me out this week, which I didn't even know that those people existed. And they're like, how are you going to say we're not good? I'm like, because you're not.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we missing? And they're like, we have a winning record. I'm like, if being the 12th best team in the NFL is good, then you guys are very good. Like, I don't understand what I'm missing here. Like, F those guys.
Literally. I just couldn't believe we found fans. Like, if we lost to Pittsburgh, I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. Pittsburgh's coming in. They have psychos everywhere. But I had no idea we had Jacksonville psychos. I was, like, really impressed.
Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you about Jacksonville. You guys have never done a damn thing. You don't even have an identity. Like, are you guys London or you guys Jacksonville? I mean, where are you guys? What's going on here?
Imagine being in Florida and you can't even go to the beach, right? Because there's like, it sucks there. Come on.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I think the Cardinals have quit. I hate to tell you, I'm going Jacksonville in this game.
Really good key lime pie in Jacksonville. I'm going to go Arizona.
What did you just say?
When I was there, I had key lime pie and I had like 8 slices. Not even kidding you.
Was that the only thing offered? I mean, what the hell?
No, it was at
choice.
It was at a wedding and they didn't have a wedding cake, but they had key lime pie. And dude, it was the fattest thing that you'll ever see. I had my shirt unbuttoned and I literally just took a pie. Like no plate, and I was just eating the pie. Fork in the middle. Just chowing down. I do like 3 people at the wedding.
Ever heard. Saddest thing I've
I
ever
know.
heard. Were you the youngest one at this wedding?
By far.
I knew it. Freaking knew it.
I was smoking too. I look terrible. When I walked home, I was like, dude, this is not a good look for me. Thank the Lord I don't know anyone at this wedding.
All right, here you go. Yeah, the Raiders favored by 4 now. Sorry, up to 4. Raiders are favored by 4 of the Browns. I'll go first. I'm taking the Browns.
Taking the Raiders.
Oh man. I'm gonna take Raiders. Nope. Taking Browns.
Dude, Shador can't lose to this Raiders team, right?
He
What's
can
the
cover
over-under on this? I mean, what's the total points on this? 30?
36.5.
Oh, dude, I'm taking the under. Which team's going to score?
Dude,
Browns have an awesome defense.
Is
And then
Myles Garrett
Shador's
going to
like
get like 8
never
sacks
played.
by himself in this game?
Miles
He
Garrett,
might.
dude, he's going to do it. He's going to break the record this year.
Yeah.
He's already at 15.
Yeah, he might do it in this game.
Yeah.
Good God. All right. Saints favored. This is right here. I'll tell you guys right now. The first question was, are you guys watching this weekend? Dude, I'm not watching this game. Like, I have no desire to watch this game. Saints favored by 2.5 over the Falcons.
Oof. No Michael Penix, no Drake London. I'm going to
Ooh.
go Saints. Drake London's good, dude. I don't
I
know
got
what
it,
you're laughing
dude.
about.
I can't stand
Jake,
the
yeah,
Falcons.
what are you laughing about over there?
Dude, Kirk Cousins is washed, man. I'm telling you, it's over. I mean, what the hell? Once he burnt that hole in his goddamn sweater, his favorite sweater on that quarterback show, it was over for Kirk Cousins. Worst contract ever.
Deshaun Watson would like to have a word with you.
Oh my dude, at least he's happy. What do you got?
Alrighty. I'll take Falcons.
Really? Okay. Taking the Falcons.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, you have the Eagles favored by 3.5 over the Cowboys. And don't forget the Cowboys knocked off the Eagles early in the season. This is going to be one where the Eagles are going to make them pay. Like, they're going to make them hurt in this game. I'm going to Eagles easy in this game.
I couldn't agree more. That's the game I'm most confident in picking. Is
Me
the
too.
Eagles.
Okay. This is where I completely disagree with you guys.
Okay.
Dak Prescott at home versus AFC and NFC East teams. Baller. Give me the Cowboys to cover.
Wow. Okay. Interesting game here. This Sunday night game, I think a lot of people would say, finally, we've got a game I'm really, really excited about here. 2 playoff teams. You have the Rams taking on the Buccaneers. They're hosting. Rams are favored by 7. If you aren't aware, the Buccaneers have some kind of bug going around. Everybody is sick, like really sick, including Baker Mayfield. They couldn't even practice full strength yesterday. They did a walkthrough on a Wednesday because guys are so sick. I'm taking the Rams in this, and I know 7 seems like a lot, but I'm going Rams.
Go ahead, Mario.
I can't quit them. I can't quit them, even if they're sick. Flu games all around for Tampa Bay, 6.5. There's also like some crazy statistic, some crazy theme going on right now where teams after they play Seattle have like a big offensive dip because of how physical that defense is. So I'll buy the dip.
Okay.
I'm going to go Rams. I'm going to Buffalo, then going back to LA. They're sick. I don't know. Rams are the best team in the NFL, I think.
Yeah, it should be an exciting game. This is a game, by the way, Josh is coming to town this weekend. Josh, you and I should have gone in this game.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Real quick.
I have a friend who's a season ticket holder, says, pick any Rams game you want. I'll give you the tickets. I don't know. I didn't pick this game.
Which receiver combination is more lethal this year? George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb or Puka and Devontae Adams?
That's a good question. And what the hell? What was the storyline? Why were those guys benched first series for the Cowboys?
They haven't
sure.
like leaked it.
Okay. And then I love Puka. He's like my most favorite wide receiver to watch. But man, since he puts his body on the line, he's hurt a lot. It's hard to depend on him. That's the only reason I think the
Steelers getting rid of Pickens looks like the worst move ever. Like the dude is
sure
insane.
does.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I'm finding they kept Parsons. They might actually have a good football team.
Here we go. Last game, Monday night game. It's the 49ers favored by 7 at home against the Panthers. Panthers have been pretty impressive this year, like moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 49ers to cover. Brock Purdy looked really good in his last game. They're almost full strength over there. The Panthers are confusing though because they have a winning record, but they're like not that good, but they are good. Yeah, I don't know.
They could 49ers. They could like if the Bucks keep having this bad luck, they could like win the division. And everyone's like, "What?"
This is Christian McCaffrey's first game against the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is Panthers' only primetime game too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I guarantee when they wrote it down, ABC was like, what the hell? You giving us the Panthers?
Yeah.
Yes. Who are you going with, Mark?
Who
are you going?
I'm going with Niners. Actually,
Okay,
no. Give me Panthers. Panthers.
All right. By the way, the teams with the bye week this week are Chargers, Broncos, Dolphins, Commanders. Those are your bye weeks. Okay. All right.
All right, we got a couple. We got one more comment, two more comments. First one comes from JLM, $5 says, "Do you think the team's Jekyll and Hyde personality is due to the fact half the players are Telesco holdovers?" Dave, what do you think?
I was just sorry. I'm stuck in my head. Which one's the bad one, Jekyll or Hyde?
I don't know. What? I don't know.
I think Hyde's the bad one.
I've never heard this expression.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You haven't never heard that expression?
I've not.
I think since he's a doctor, Jekyll's the good one. Mr. Hyde's the bad one.
Hyde. Somebody put.
Yeah, Hyde what? I said which
Probably
one's
the
the bad
bad
one?
one.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, Hydes are bad. There you go. Thanks.
All right.
I'll
Are you going to
forget
answer the
that in
question?
2 hours. Okay. What's the question?
Oh my God. Do you think the team's Jekyll and Hyde personality is due to the fact that half the players are Telesco holdovers?
No, I don't. I look, all these guys have been playing football for a long time. So here's the deal. You've been playing, let's say, since high school. Okay. There's something inside of you that makes you compete. I have no idea when you're getting guys that turn it on and off. I just don't understand that. I just don't get it. Again, you're only asked to show up for 17 games out of the year, 17 weeks out of 52. We want you to give us your best effort. How does it happen? Now, is that coaching when they look like hell and they aren't in the right position? I don't know, but we see this all the time. And we talk about trap games. Where do we get the expression of trap games? It's because it seems like effort. I don't know why it always seems like a 10 o'clock in the morning game turns into a trap game, no matter who they're playing. It's very frustrating. I don't think it has anything to do with Telesco. I blame head coaching, by the way, when that happens. Head coaching, then position coaching on when that happens. There's some kind of motivating factor that makes guys give their best. I mean, here's the deal. Josh played for the greatest college football coach of all time. Nick Saban never let you guys slip, right? He actually put notes around the facility all the time to pump you up against teams like Eastern Illinois, who I think Alabama plays this week. There shouldn't be a slip game.
There should never be a slip game. Those were the hardest weeks, were the teams that we're supposed to kill. AV Grounds 199. Mar, you can go ahead and answer this one. Is Justin wasting his career with the Chargers?
If you'd have asked me this during the Staley Telesco era, I think there would be a strong argument. But I think with Harbaugh now in place, I know people are frustrated. I saw comments like earlier saying, why hasn't there been this significant turnover like we've seen with Mike Vrabel and, Sean Payne, even though it took him a couple years. And my response to that is, remember, Harbaugh took this team over and we had the 5th overall pick. And we turned that into a double-digit win season and we made the playoffs. And if we're 3 games away from doing another double-digit win season, and even though we aren't at like the Super Bowl contending powerhouse level yet, it's going to take a little bit. Not everything's going to happen overnight. It's still a big improvement to where we were at before. And I think with Harbaugh in place, with Joe and his drafting ability, there is a Super Bowl level season coming. And that's why I would say Justin's not wasting his career yet with the Chargers. What do you think, Dave?
Look, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I want it more than Justin wants it, which frustrates me. Like I told you, I want to see him get upset. I want to see him be vocal publicly. I want to see something like demand more. I mean, if we feel like that question even comes up, are you wasting your career? Imagine if he actually said that. I can't be with a franchise that's going to make it so I wasted my career when I retire. I need to compete on a regular basis to be in a position that top quarterbacks are. I need to be in the conversation when my career is over of an Aaron Rodgers, of a Patrick Mahomes, of guys that are on the verge of going in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to be that quarterback. I want to be known as one of the greatest of all time, but it's a team game. I want him to say things that get me fired up that he actually gives an S. By the way, Mighty wrote something on the side. I know you didn't pay for it, Mighty, but he, I'm not going to say the word he said in there. He said it's a physically daunting game. Dude, it is not. The NFL is not a daunting game when it comes to practices anymore. This isn't the old days with Bill Parcells. The Players Association has stepped in. There are no more physical practices anymore. Almost everything is a walkthrough. Okay. Almost everything's a walkthrough in these practices. These guys' health is completely about recovery now. It's not, hey, the more you hit, the tougher you get, and you get the hell beaten out of you in practice. They aren't. I've been to a million NFL practices in today's collective bargain agreement, and it's not what you think it is. It's not even what you went through in high school. Okay, they aren't playing bull in the ring. That's not what's happening here. These guys are showing up in shorts, helmets, and shoulder pads, and that's about it. And most of their work comes through lifting weights and watching film. That's basically it. So
Yeah,
the excuse of slip games to me just is not there.
I read his comment too. I think he's misunderstanding what your point is. When you said 17 games or 17 days out of the year, the players are judged on their performance 17 days of the year. Yeah, you have to practice and watch film and all that, but you're really judged on how you perform on Sundays. So, I mean, if you do well on Sundays, you're going to get paid. The team's going to win. If you don't play well, you don't show up. That's how you're judged. I mean, and to go back what you said earlier about them not showing up, it falls on Jim Harbaugh to me. I mean, you can't have games where guys just do not show up. If the whole team doesn't show up, you got to look at the head coach. If it's just the offense, you look at Greg Roman. If it's just the defense, you look at Jesse Minter. But the whole team, it's a Jim Harbaugh thing for me. That's the way I look at it. All right, that's all the comments we have.
Oh, Mario, you got news, or you want me to rant first? What do you want to do?
It's up to you. Which one would you do?
I'll rant first because you're breaking news. I think it's going to be bigger. I hope. I don't know. We don't even know what you're going to say. All right, my rant's this is that the holidays are here. Okay, so for people who don't know, here we are. It's Thanksgiving. I mean, we half-ass it all the way, and this is not a shot at this country, but people love to make fun of people in Europe who take the month of August off and say, hey, we're vacationing or taking time off in August, and how lazy they are. I've never been to Europe, so I can't even speak on that. I have family that lives in Italy. That's about it. But I'll say this, we're to the point now, we're already there. Like, it used to be Thanksgiving week, and then we kind of half-ass it till January 1st. And then when you get back in the office and you start calling people and you're saying, hey, man, and they're like, hey, I'm just getting back in the groove. Talk to me in a week. So that's about January 8th. Dude, we're down to, you talk to people now. Hey, contact me after MLK Day. Like, what? And then I'm telling you, in this country, dude, we're taking off. Let's be honest. Halloween, the rest of the year, all the way to MLK, we take off a lot. We kind of half-ass it. Today, I went into UPS. I had to send something off, and I was in line, and there's a line behind me that's out the door. Not crazy, about 10 deep, but there's only one UPS store in this area that fills a bigger area than Tucson, Arizona. Okay, and this guy walks right past me to the front, jumps in the manager's face, and goes, what the hell's going on here? This is ridiculous. It's not like this. It shouldn't be like this. It was like this when I was in here yesterday. And the person who was working calm as can be said, sir, we're the only UPS store in an area, and it's a big area of houses that are there, and then a whole nother group of houses they just built, and we're the only ones. We're in holiday season. We are not in holiday season. He snaps back at this lady, and she goes, we are in holiday season. Well, when does that go through? She goes, it goes actually through Valentine's Day. And he goes, this is ridiculous. And I'm just watching him yell at this girl who's probably about 5'1", and this guy's probably about 6'2".
Middle-aged?
What? Middle-aged guy,
Okay.
older than me. So more than middle-aged. I mean, if you think about it, not living to 110. So this guy is sitting there and he's going off, and I'm like, the more he's yelling, everybody's looking, including the person that's trying to help me out. I just want to get out of there. And finally, I was like, I felt like Horatio was saying in Step Brothers, why don't you take your skank hooker wife and get that out of here? But I was like, dude, stop. I go, stop. She just answered your question. Your only option is to get in your car and drive it to wherever you want that package going, or go to the U.S. Post Office. But shut up. Either get in the back of the line or get in your car, leave. And the guy stared at me, and I was like, what are you going to do, dude? Seriously, what are you going to do? With your goddamn cashmere sweater on. You're not going to do jack. Either get in line and put your tail between your goddamn legs, and when it's your turn, you get called up and you send what you need to send, or get in the car and drive your ass to wherever you need to go in New Mexico, wherever that package is going. But shut the F up. Nobody wants to wait in line, ever. But this is the price of doing business. It's a lot easier doing it this way than sitting there complaining. No matter how much you complain, it's not going to change the line. Shut the F up or plan better. Get there right when the door opens. I don't know what to tell you. But dude, we're in holiday season. Stop yelling at the people that are in the service business. You think they want to show up to work and deal with that crap? My rant is that people forget about the holiday season. And the same kind of guy, by the way, will be wearing a t-shirt. Will say, remember the reason for the season. F off, you hypocrite. F all the way off. Enough of that BS. That's it.
I think that's your
where I'm
best
at.
rant ever. I'll tell you why I think it's your best rant ever. Because I think everybody on the show, you should feel this way. Don't treat people bad, especially people that's their job to help you. How's it that girl's fault that UPS is backed up?
Yeah.
I hate that, dude. When people forget how other people, how they should treat other people. You know, what's the golden rule? Treat others the way you'd like to be treated, but people don't follow that, especially
Never.
during the holidays. Drives me nuts, dude. I think that was a great rant.
Especially like people in retail right now, or like the shipping industry. This time of year is hell for you. Like, just be nice to them. They're dealing with so much stuff on the side, with even trying to get gifts, and then they gotta go to work and deal with people coming in nonstop trying to find that perfect present. People trying to cut a deal. Like, that's hell. Dealing with crazy customers. You have the Black Friday shoppers. They got head on a swivel when you walk into some of those spots. It's insane. You see the Starbucks stuff where people have gotten in bloody fist fights over their Christmas cups that they have.
That's good. What are we doing here?
Give it a quick Google. It's insane. People are
No, I
fighting
agree
over
with
it.
you. I'm just saying, what are we doing here as society? We're a mess.
Mess. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for the Christmas cup. But I'm not punching, some random guy over it. I'm not giving someone some sweet old chin music because I don't have my, cold brew locked in already. Christ almighty.
All right, well, now we know what to get you for Christmas. Getting Starbucks
if you
Christmas
want.
cup.
All right, what's this news?
Or
Dave? I've been
empty
waiting all
Gatorade
show.
bottle. 6-pack of empty Gatorade bottle.
I'll need it. I got to do a lot of driving from here to Indy for the next month.
Oh, no.
I know. All right. So this is news that only we would care about. But there's a former Olympian that has turned into a drug kingpin and is currently on the run and is wanted for $15 million. His name's Ryan Wedding. He was I'm pretty sure Canadian Olympic snowboarder, and he's now a cocaine kingpin. As senior officials of the FBI and the U.S. Department of Justice announced new charges against him and several of his associates. Ryan James Wedding, who they say joined forces with a powerful, I don't know how to say that word, but it's a big cartel in Mexico. I'm not going to try to say it. Plus, maybe they're listening, and I don't really want to get in trouble. Yep, that one. He said it, not me. He's accused of running one of the world's most prolific drug trafficking organizations and is Canada's dominant distributor of drugs, says Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, at the news conference. Pretty crazy stuff. Apparently, there's some people that are going to testify against him, and I think he maybe got to him or tried to get to him. But crazy stuff. I went down this rabbit hole for literally an hour today reading about this guy. He started off just like dealing some pot, and he had a farm in Canada, and they obviously picked up like this guy's moving it was like $20 million worth of pot. And obviously, if you're doing that, you probably need a lot of land. And they went and invaded it, and he had everything there, and they're like, we just didn't have enough to charge him. So you just cut off. And I was like, that was all there. What were you guys getting? But that was my big story of the day. I thought that was pretty crazy.
Oh, I thought you had personal breaking news.
No.
Oh, I thought you had personal breaking news. All right.
I thought it was
You're going to make a movie or documentary about that guy for sure, right? That's a crazy story.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a documentary soon. And it was literally sent to me, and it was, you're not going to get any work done today. You're going to fall down this rabbit hole. And I fell down it so fast. It's fascinating. I can't wait for the doc. By the way, guy's a body. He was turned bodybuilder. He's 6'3", 240, they said. So the whole thing was, if you see him, do not go up to him. I'm like, yeah. If you're a kingpin and then you're 6'3" and 240, I'm all set. Eyes down. That's all I got for you. I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought you guys would think it's interesting too.
It's not that. I just have two rules. I never talk about mafia people by their name, and I never talk about the cartel by their name. Those are kind of my two rules. We'll just act like they don't exist. That's the way I kind of go about it.
I just thought it was a fascinating story. I'm not
Yeah,
snitching.
well, you feel safe. You're in Illinois. I'm 7 miles from the border, so I'm not going to comment at all.
Fair. It's gonna be a cool documentary. I'm just excited for the documentary.
All right. Is it one of those Narcos things?
Dude, it's gonna be a sick show. Who'd you guys want what actor would you guys want to play him? He's gotta
Will
be
Ferrell.
6'3".
Will Ferrell.
Ryan Powell.
Oh
Glenn
my God,
Powell.
that's-
Glenn Powell. Ryan Powell. Glenn Powell.
Nikola Vucevic, probably.
Nikola Vucevic. He hits another 3. Bang. Don't sleep on him.
All right. So look, we're getting the weekend off. There's no Sunday show. Obviously, Chargers aren't playing. We'll be back on Tuesday next week before Thanksgiving. Going Tuesday, 1:00 Pacific time. And then the goal is to come back because we're not doing a Thanksgiving show. The goal is to come back hopefully on Friday, 1:00 as well Pacific time. We'll see where Mario's at on the traveling.
I just said I can't do Friday. I be covering
So
the
what
Bears
do you
game.
want to do? Do you want to skip the show? You want to do one show next week?
No, I just read the group chat. That's all I'm asking. Did I not say that, Josh? I literally said Friday's gonna be really hard.
So what day can you do?
Probably
Dave and I
Wednesday.
can do Friday though, if Dave needs to do Friday. That's
Yeah, you guys can do Friday. I'll probably be
I'd
able to
rather do
join maybe.
Friday.
Yeah, I could probably join like the end of the show maybe if Bears are done.
Do you have a set up in your phone in your car where you could put your phone set it up? We
We're
can see
not
your
doing
face
that.
while you're driving.
No,
we're not
and
doing
also
that.
I'd be in studio at that time.
Got it.
What kind of
I
podcast?
think it'd be
is this?
hilarious.
A joke?
That's when we see Mario reaching for the Gatorade bottle.
I don't want to see Mario piss in a bottle on podcasts.
You
I have
wouldn't
to tell
see.
you
You
guys-
just see him grab the bottle, going, "All right, guys, here it is. This is."
It's really cold. If you guys can see anything, it's really cold out. Yeah, air conditioning doesn't work in the car.
All right, we'll talk to everybody next week. Thanks again. Again, like, subscribe to the show if you'd like to. If you have a question on YouTube, go ahead and leave your questions. Josh and I'll get to those as well. But otherwise, have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Tuesday, 1:00 Pacific time next week. So for Mario Heron, Josh Palais, I'm Dave Palais. We'll see you next week, everyone.
And don't stop coming.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the boat crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the boat crew, best up in the business. It's the boat crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbo down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.